Good morning. I'm in a parking lot and I don't know if you could see outside how foggy it is. But the fog is something that I always feel is very cozy. And years ago I spent my childhood in the Catskills and I learned how to drive in thick fog. And today it's equally thick fog. You can't see more than 10 feet ahead of you. You have very limited visibility. And what I want to say is that the fog reminds me to be in the here and now, because you can only see this little area in front of you, what you're facing at the moment. You can't see in the distance, you can't see in the future, you can't see what you're going to face as you're driving. The only thing you can see is right now where you're driving. And I feel like it's a very good lesson sometimes when you have a lot of things to do, to just focus right now. And I feel like by learning from the fog about the future and staying in the now, you have the opportunity to just enjoy the moment. In this moment, one minute, my nose itches. In this moment, you can see where you're going. It's very clear because you can see like 2 or 3 feet ahead of you, but you can't see in the distance. And being in the moment, you can get a lot of things done in your life if you're focused right now, in your senses, what's happening right now. You don't always have to see so far ahead. I think when you're driving into the fog, it's the same thing. You need to focus very clearly on what you're facing in the moment. Because in that moment, that little distance is pretty clear right in front of you. And I think it's really important that, good morning, I think it's really, really important that when you're driving into the fog, that you appreciate the fact that you can see right in front of you right now in that moment. And I think the same is when you're facing like not clarity or a foggy brain, which is something that, as many of you know, I deal with all the time, that I'm not always clear about what I want. So I use the fog example, and in that moment when I'm not clear, I try to write down what I know right now. And it's a very good lesson for me because I'm writing a book right now with the professor from the University of Hartford, Dr. Sherry Bernier, about building confidence on a self-doubt budget. And what it's really about is understanding that being confident doesn't mean that you feel strong in every area, that you have confidence in everything you do. But what it does mean is that you find your worth in the things that you do have ability in, and that you begin to feel really good about those things and focus on those things. Being confident is a state of mind in a lot of ways. Being confident means that you are sure that you have enough ability to put your best foot forward. And sometimes we get caught up in the fact of I'll use the example, letting the fog make us forget that in this little area we're confident we can see. Good morning. It's difficult when people say to you, are you confident? Usually you right away go to the area that you don't feel confident about, instead of realizing, yes, I feel confident about this about myself. I feel confident about that about myself. So for example, I really know that I'm a really good driver. I have a lot of confidence in my driving. But sometimes people just say to me, why aren't you confident? And they're talking about me taking my weak areas, the things I can't see, the things that are making me feel not capable, and focusing on that. So let's use this as an example of the fog when you feel self-doubt, use it as though, what do you feel confident about? Where was the fog is ahead of you, but in the now, in the moment, you can see clearly. You can see clearly about yourself. And you need to stay there and feel good about yourself. Don't worry about the fog, where you're going ahead. It's not the now. Stay in the now, be confident in the now, and try to remember, in this now you can see. Right now, I can't see to the traffic light. But right now, here, I can see the trees ahead of me. I can see the road right in front of me. And stay focused on that. Because if you focus on all the fog, all the unknowns, all the future, what if, what's going to happen, you're missing the now. So let's just enjoy this foggy day. I don't know if it's foggy by you, but it's really foggy here. Enjoy this fog. Taste your coffee. Sometimes we're in such a rush we don't even taste our coffee. I have amazing coffee today because I went to a different place because I'm stuck in the fog and the traffic is really slow. And it's delicious and I'm enjoying it. Enjoy the now. Think of all the ways that you can enjoy the now. And don't worry about so much what's in the fog. Have a really good day. I'll see you soon. Bye.